I was watching a show called Orb, the Movement of the Earth. It follows a group of people through time that's trying to prove heliocentrism. They believe that the sun, not the earth, is the center of the universe. But at the time, people believed in geocentrism, and anyone who dared speak up against it risked death or serious consequences. There's a scene that stuck with me in this anime. A young boy leaves behind his box that contains his thoughts and discoveries about heliocentrism. The boy is 12 years old. He believed in something different, something that he thought was the truth. But after his execution and time went by, nobody remembers him. He just becomes another person who uttered blasphemy and reaped the consequences. The people who discovered the box didn't really care about the author, how old he was, what his name was, what his life was about. What they care about was what was inside the box. What survived is only the idea, the words in the box, and the knowledge itself. And that made me pause, because if you think about it, that's not just a story in an anime. That's history itself. So many people stood up against the old order, against the truth of the time, and so many were executed, silenced and erased. Today, their names are gone. Most of us don't know who they are. What remains is only the progress that they sparked. That thought unsettled me. It made me realize something I don't want to admit. Within 2 or 3 decades after your death, most people will forget you. Even the people who loved you the most, their memories will fade. And eventually, there will be no one who remembers your face, your voice, or the small details of your life. Even the so-called greats of history don't escape this. The ones with statues raised in their honor. First, those statues will mean something, but give it enough time and those same statues will turn into nothing more than just landmarks. Just another stone figure, someone from the past that people walk by without really caring. And I'll be honest, that really terrifies me. I've always wanted to leave a mark, to do something so important that my name will echo long after I'm gone. But the more I think about it, the more hopeless I get. If even the most influential people in history eventually fade, what chance do I have? What chance do any of us have? That's when I had the realization. Maybe being remembered isn't the point. Maybe legacy isn't about my name living on forever. Maybe it's about the impact itself, the ripples I create in the world, whether or not people know where they come from. Think about it, the boy in the show, his name was forgotten. Anyone who knew about him and his story, they died. But his ideas lived. His courage lived on. His courage mattered. Even if history didn't preserve him, the world he left behind was shaped by him. And maybe that's the same for all of us. But the truth is, most of us will be forgotten. Maybe in 20 years, maybe in 100 years. And so will everyone else. And that thought just strangely feels free. If I can't hold on to forever, maybe I don't have to chase it. Maybe what matters is what I do right now. How I live, how I love, how I leave behind the little pieces of myself in the lives of the people around me. And yes, someday all of that will vanish too. Maybe every name and every story will eventually vanish. But while we are here, while we are alive, it means something. It matters to someone else, even if that someone doesn't remember it forever. The fear of being forgotten is still there. I don't think it ever fully goes away, but I'm starting to see that maybe it doesn't have to. Maybe the goal isn't to be remembered for eternity. Maybe it is just simply to live. And honestly, maybe that's enough.